All right, here we go. Another stream where we build and we unbox. Maybe we'll unbox and then build a wonderful Blokees product. And this time we have Blokees, Defender version, Bruticus, the combining accessory. So we're going to use what's in this box, and we're going to use these 5 vehicles we've already acquired in previous Defender boxes. We've unboxed these using Defenders sets. What do we do? 4 through 6. So we've unboxed and built these, and now we are going to use these and the parts in here to build the combiner version of Bruticus. So let's get to it. Let's move these off to the side and we'll check out the box. Here's our box. We have nice artwork with Bruticus. We've got Blokees. We've got Transformers. We've got Defender version Bruticus, combining the accessory. Expansion pack only, vehicles not included. But that's okay, I just showed you we have those. 44 pieces in this box. An official, authentic, genuine, licensed, logoed product that we will not be swallowing. The back of the box has a bunch of words that we don't really care about. On the side, we have artwork of Bruticus. We've got the parts that are included in this box. The other side, we have an explanation of who goes where in relation to the accessories we have. On the bottom, we have the price tag. I bought this at MegaCon in Florida about a week ago. So we got a good price for it. This is what I wanted. We had a fun con. Bought a couple more things that we'll be unboxing. Probably one tonight and one later in a later stream. So let's go ahead and open up this box. Remember to cut away from yourself when using sharp knives. In the box, that big bag, we've got the Bruticus card, which has some nice art, describing him as Combaticon Bruticus. And there's a QR code to find them and enjoy more Blokees products. Whoops. Put this aside. What else do we have in the box? This looks to be our instructions. How he's going to go together. Some nice cover art here. We have a breakdown of how we're going to modify each Combaticon to become Bruticus. We'll be doing this side first. Move it over to this side next. So we're going to put this over here with my vehicles. Then move the box over, out of the way. And let's open up this bag. And we can have an explosion of parts. Now, really, probably didn't have to open this now, because it looks like we are going to modify the vehicles first, but here's our parts. So we don't have any sprue, just a collection of loose parts, so we're going to have to sort through these to kind of figure out what goes where. So I am actually going to maybe put these in general, separate these a little bit, by color so we can kind of figure out, maybe find them faster later. Let's see, it looks like this can go over here. We've got his face helmet, maybe that'll go up here. Got some weapons, we'll put that up here. Put his hands over here. Just kind of get organized a little bit now so that we don't hunt later. All right, looks like we got a couple of fists and an open palm. Put this up here. I bet you this is part of his face. We got some joints. We'll probably put slide. Let's see, this will go over here. And I think everything else we're going to kind of slide off to the side. And now we can probably get to, who do we do first? It looks like I got Swindle peeking out over here. So let's start with Swindle. And it's going to be a leg assembly. Okay, so we will need one of these parts. So it looks like what we're going to do is we're going to remove his weapon. I'm going to go ahead and put that off to the side for now. And we are going to remove this plate off of here. Put that off to the side. We are going to flip his windshield down like this. Then we are going to grab one of the accessory pieces and plug these pegs, these two pegs right here, into these two holes. And just like that, we have Swindle transformed. So I'm going to put him over off to the side by the two pieces that are no longer on him. Hopefully we'll be using them. I'm hoping it reuses all the pieces that we've removed from the vehicle, so that I don't have to like bag some pieces later. Okay, Onslaught. So next we are going to, let's see. For Onslaught, we are going to merely remove his gun, his turret. I'm going to put that off to the side for now. And then we are almost going to completely disassemble him. So we're going to take off this side. We're going to take off this side of the rear. And then we're going to unplug this. And this is what we are supposed to have as our final piece for Onslaught. So these three pieces, I'm going to put them off to the side. And Onslaught will be ready to combine. All right, next, I've got Blast Off. And Blast Off, looks like we're gonna separate. We're going to remove these purple panels. I'm gonna put this off to the side over here. Actually, I'm gonna put them up here. I'm going to take that off. And then we are going to separate him from here. And then it is going to have us take these panels that we took off and put them back on. Okay, so now we're going to have two pieces for Blast Off. And I'm going to put them up off to the side. And we're going to do our next Combaticon, which we Brawl. And for Brawl, we're going to end up with two pieces, it looks like. First, we're going to have to remove his turret, or his guns. I guess this would be the turret. And we're going to put this, I'm going to put this over here by Brawl, since they're both legs. Then we're going to take his turret off. Just set that off to the side for a second. We are going to take this panel from the accessory piece, I believe. Is the right one? Yeah. It is going to flip around up here. And we have two pegs here and down here, which are going to be put into these two holes. Okay, we got that there. And then we're just going to put his turret back on. And this will be Brawl in his leg form. Now next, our last Combaticon will be Vortex. So for Vortex, looks like we're gonna maybe end up with a couple of parts like we did Blast Off. So first, we're gonna need to remove the cockpit like this. Put that there. Then I am going to find from the accessory kit, we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to put it where the cockpit was using the 3 pegs and the 3 holes. And then these 2 pieces, it looks like, will be Vortex's components. All right, so now we got all our Combaticons manipulated, or transformed, or whatever, into the parts we need. So now we are going to get into Bruticus. So we got his faceplate. We got the rear. Let's go ahead and zoom in one more. A little bit more. So we got his head and got his visor here. So we're going to combine these 3 parts. Putting, whoops. Oh, okay, got it. Caught it. Okay, so this hole right here is going to go back into this rear peg. Like so. And then we'll press it through for the color separation on his head. And I do have a little bit of paint right here for his faceplate, and then a little bit of paint on his crest right here, and then a little bit of paint graphics on off to each side, which is nice. And then we're going to put the rear of his head together, just lining up the pegs with the holes. And then once they're lined up, give it a good squeeze. And now we have the head for Bruticus. I'm going to put that right there for now. And we are going to start the crotch section. Let's see, what do we need for that? Okay, we need this piece right here. Hey, Firewall, how you doing? We finally got the combining accessory for Bruticus from the Florida trip I made at MegaCon. And I've been fine, been having fun the past couple of weeks. We went to Florida a week ago. Did a lot of shopping and meeting people. Working with the 501st, the Star Wars groups, costuming groups. Having a lot of fun. Met William Shatner. Got a photo with William Shatner. Okay, so we're going to take this piece and click it onto here. And so we got some blocky stuff. We've hunted the stuff I was looking for, and we got just about everything. We have this piece put in the back here for his crotch. Nice print right here. Combination of print and kind of raised art. Right. So yeah, very fruitful trip. We're gonna put together the Bruticus I got from MegaCon, and then we have the super secret build we're gonna do later. We should have time. I think it's gonna be a quick build. And then I got another piece. I've run into a lot of stuff this week. Walmart started carrying in some blockies that we've needed. I did see it. I saw a video for some reveals for Marvel, Mega Man, and what else did we get? We had quite a few reveals. I'm kind of excited. Okay, so if we're going to do this back plate, or it's called the sternum on here. So we got this plates, and we're going to put some barrels on this peg. So there's a notch right here. And then there's a notch right there for it to go into. So it looks like this is going to be his back plate. So yeah, I've seen one video this morning that had a lot of new stuff in it, and I'm kind of excited. Let's see. I have a friend of mine who went to the MegaCon with me. He bought a action class. What's it called? Evangeline. So I'm excited to see how he liked building that. Hopefully he'll build it fairly soon. And when I see his build, I guess I'll make some judgments and see if I need to acquire some of those. Let's see, what else do we need? Okay, so next we are going to get interesting. What do I need here? Oh, okay. We're gonna start with Onslaught right here. Yep, I saw the DC stuff too. I'm excited about the Absolute Batman. I saw the Flash. I'm kind of probably gonna pass on that Flash, but definitely getting that. I want to get that Absolute Batman. Okay, so this tab right here is gonna go right here, like that, and then we got another one for the other side. We're gonna put in here. Okay, and then we're gonna flip this around. Well, we're not gonna flip it around yet. We're gonna put this back plate right here into this ball joint, just like that. And then we're going to put his chest plate by lining up the pegs with all the holes in here. So it looks like we got 4 pegs to line up. And there we go. There's that. I think we're going to put this off to the side for a sec. Let's see. Firewall says, plus Harley. Harley, yes, I think I saw the Harley Quinn and Nightwing ones. I think I did. I know, I kind of remember the Harley Quinn one. I don't remember the Nightwing one. But yeah, the absolute Batman looks badass. Let's see. Next, we are gonna do. I think what we're going to do is, let's start with the legs. So we're going to grab Swindle. And what do we need for him? We need to assemble a foot for Swindle, it looks like. The third wave? Oh, I didn't see the third wave of Jurassic World. But, hold on a sec. You're going to have a choice to make for next week. But I'll show you one of your choices. I found a box of these at Walmart. So this will be an option for next week. Yeah, they're getting everybody. Firewall, they're okay. So I need to find. Okay, so this piece right here is going to plug into this foot piece, and I think it really needs to be. I'm assuming, is this the right piece? Let me make sure I got the right piece. Yeah, I think this is pretty much it. Okay, so this, it looks like it kind of needs to be pressed in. There we go. Now it's popped in. I saw something about, are we on, did we do 7 yet? I saw something about 7. Okay, so now that we got the foot put in, we're gonna plug it into this bottom hole here. Right? Or did I mess up? Oh, this is weird. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. This needs to go. Okay, this slides in here. Okay, so this, we weren't done with the foot. We need to peg this into here. Okay, now let's see how this, let's see if we can get this into here. Oh, it feels like maybe I did this wrong or something. Okay, I need to, because it looks like it fits more like this. Oh, maybe it does. That doesn't look right. Okay, hold on. No. Okay, I saw something on Facebook about a new wave. I'm not. I went on AliExpress to see if there's any new stuff, and I haven't seen anything yet on AliExpress, so I might still have some waiting for that stuff. Did I make sure I got the right piece in the right socket there? Okay. Oh, I messed it up already. Okay, we're gonna pop this off. Pop this apart, and we need to get out the old tool. Let me see if I can find it here. We're gonna pull this out, I think. I think that's what I need to do. Before I do this, actually, you know what? Yeah, let me pop this out. There we go. Okay, that's popped out. Okay, so I need this. And I think, okay, so this. Okay, so these, I think these two are what connects together. No, that doesn't fit. All right, Firewall, sorry. Give me a chance. Let me see if I can figure out what I need, if the correct way I'm doing need to do this. All right, so I got this piece. And So I got, okay, these two pieces are very much alike. Yeah, I noticed the Optimus Prime, or the Primal in there looked like the Leo Prime. Is that what it was? Trypticon. I wonder how they're going to handle Trypticon in Defenders. Okay, let me see. I almost feel like, okay, so this is not it. It looks like this would be it. But that's way too big. So it can't be that. Is it this? I think it's this. Okay, let me see. So if I press this, that fits. Okay, so I got this. Now, does this fit into here? And it does. And then this will slide into here. All right, here we go. And this goes into here, and then we got his leg. And it has a little bit of articulation that way. Not any really that way. But we got that. Okay, there's Swindle. And then he gets a leg piece. Okay, so he's going to be... He belongs to this piece right here. So what I'm going to need to do is we're going to make a joint. Let's find... Do we need to make a leg joint? We do need to make the leg joint. Okay, so we've got one of these pieces. So I'm going to put this one off to the side. Then we need this piece right here. Whoops. Oh, I'm not even on camera. Here. Need this piece right here. We need this piece right here. And then we need looks like another one of these pieces. So it is going to go, looks like this is going to go in like that. All right. And then the other one is going to go in like this. And we're going to press all that together. And it looks like we've kind of made it, maybe this might be a double jointed-ish. Okay, so this, it gets a, so flip it around, there's a peg here. And we're going to kind of put a kneecap on it. I believe. Let me make sure I got that. Let me see, make sure, is that a ×2 thing? Yeah, okay. So now, we're going to plug that into, hold on a second. Doesn't fit in there. Unless it's not pressed in enough. Let me see if I can press it in more. Yeah, so are you talking about, yeah, you're talking about the ladies the female models. I want to see there. We can try that in a little bit, putting Groos's head on a galaxy. Looks a little big, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, so this, I'm gonna plug this. Actually, I don't want. Let's plug it in the other way. I think it's gonna look a little better. Okay. I need to line it up with the hole in there. There we go. Okay, and now we can put this. Plug this into Swindle, and that will complete part of the leg. Let's go zoom out a little bit. So now we got this leg, and we can go ahead and put it into the waist socket. Like that. And then let's go ahead and get Brawl going. So it looks like it's going to be about the same thing. We're going to have to put together, let's see, we need this piece right here. And then we'll need this piece right here. I'll fit it like, I'll just press them in together like this. No need to push that in. Then we're going to plug this into the toe. And let's see, how's this go? I think that almost looks like it should. Is that right? Let me see. How'd I do it on this one? Let's see how this plugs in. Actually, that doesn't look like it's right at all. Let me take that out. Let me make sure I got the right piece going. Does this go into here? Yeah, that fits there. I mean, I think that's the right piece. How do we do it on here? Okay, it is off. So maybe I did like this. No, let's flip it over this way. Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. Okay. Let's separate this and put it like flip this over and then put this here. There we go. Nice and centered now. Okay. Then we'll plug this into here. Put the toe into the other part of the foot, the heel, and then we can plug Brawl into here. Then we need to make another joint. Using our 3 joint pieces. Let me look. There's one, and there's that. And there, I think it's that, isn't it? Yes. Okay. So just start putting these together like we did the other one. No, that's okay, buddy. As far as help with the build, I'll get it. It's, you know what? Just a little bit different than what we've been building for a while. These combiner accessories. This one is, I think this one's a little bit more complicated than Devastator. Especially with the joints. It's been a while since we've had to put our own joints together. Okay, so I think I got that good. I'm going to need to plug that into this leg piece. So there's a hole very deep in there. We just have to make sure everything has to be pressed in enough for it to just slide in there. Oh, hold on. We need to put that on. And then we need to slide this in. So just kind of work it in. There we go. And just kind of line up the peg and with the hole in there, deep down in there. It's kind of a little challenge. Actually, you know what? Let me move my light just a little bit. That'll help me. There we go. Okay. And then we can put Brawl on here. And then we can snap onto the waist. All right, I will show how it stands a little bit later. Okay, and we can go ahead. Actually, let's go ahead. We're going to move the leg section over for a little bit, and then we're going to do the arms. Move that a little bit. So, all right. What's next? Okay, so let's do blast off. Okay, blast off. We do have a pre-made joint here, which we will plug into this piece, which came in the accessory piece. Let's see, make sure that's the right joint. Okay, so it looks like we're going to put it in, just plug it in here. And then this is going to plug into the thrust section of blast off. But how's it going to do that? Are we... Now... Hold on a second. Okay, so flip it like this. But there's nothing... Okay, it's acting like there should be something. Did I do something wrong? Let me look at the blast off directions real quick. Oh, I did do something wrong. Okay. I think, let me see. Whoops. We want that on still. Okay. Let me think. I think there's a part of blast off that was supposed to stay. Or is this the, no, hold on. Okay, got this. We got this. It feels like, I think this needs to go away. I don't know if I can simply get it out without, let's see. This is a little annoying because I don't think I can get that out without this. So let me see what we can do. Let me get back over here. And let me see. I want to get this out without anything showing on the outside. There we go. Okay, did get it out good. Okay, so this needed to stay with the nose section. Now this can plug into this section right here. And I'm assuming these are going to flip in. And then this we'll plug into this hole right here, the elbow joint. So now we got start Bruticus arm. Okay, so we got looks like this has to be a fist. So I'm gonna plug that in right there. And then we got the arm. We can put aside there. For Galaxy 10, I don't know if they'll put another Optimus in if they do a Rodimus. I'm not sure. Galvatron be cool. I think they'll make it a Galvatron versus Rodimus thing. I'm kind of betting that they might not do a okay, we got this piece, and we got to looks like we're putting it in like here. Press that together like that. And then we can swing it like that. And this will plug into Onslaught's wheels, rear wheels. Like that. And then that'll plug into there. All right. Let's go ahead and put this together for the others. Well, hold on. Am I missing a piece? Oh, no, I'm not. It's over here. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and put this together for the other side, and we'll just be ready. All right, there's that. Okay, we're starting to run out of pieces, which is good. All right, so now for Vortex, we got this piece, which needs, okay, which we don't have to do anything to. So put that off to the side for a sec. We have looks like this piece right here. Do we need to do anything to this? You know, where is... I feel like we're missing part of Vortex here. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, so we got Vortex right here. It looks like he's already got a shoulder piece in. So it looks like we're just going to plug this using the 3 pegs and 3 holes like this. Oh, they've already shown those characters? Okay. Trailbreaker wasn't, I don't know if he was in the movie for very long. So maybe it'll do some non-movie ones to catch up. Okay, so we're going to plug this into here. And it looks like we just have an extra shoulder or extra piece there. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this into here. And we can plug this. Can we plug this into here? Oh, I guess that needs to come out. Okay. Let's plug this into here. And we got another fist. We got the choice of a fist and an open palm. I'm going to choose the fist. Well, Braun, yeah, Braun and Wind Charger, and I think they're both in the movie. Briefly. Oops, this came loose. Okay, there we go. So I would agree with you on that. Because I know they're making a Studio 86 of Wind Charger. And yeah, Braun was in there too. Braun was in there. I think he got killed alongside of Ratchet, I want to say. If I remember right. Let's put his noggin on. There is our complete Bruticus. We still need to do his gun, though, his weapon. So let's set that up. We got, let me see what we got here for his weapon. I'm going to bring this in closer to me. Okay, so we got this piece right here. And that ball joint's going to go into here, it looks like. I think. Or is it going to go like this? Okay, it goes like this. And looks like we got it. What goes into here? Oh, okay. We got this, which looks like it's going to slide up into here and click in. And is that it? Yep, that's his weapon. Okay, so what we got? We'll put this in here. It fits good in his arm. Okay, so we got his weapon. Okay, so let's put Bruticus aside for just a second. Because here is a small issue I kind of have. We still have all these pieces left over from the other Combaticons. And I'd like to see, I guess this is supposed, this is supposed to be this. Which I would have liked this for these to be as silver as this is, but these are dull gray. So I guess this would have been here. Yeah, because look how, okay. So I guess I understand not using this. We've got an open hand. We've got this, which I would like to see go somewhere. I kind of would like to see it plug in here. But I think maybe they're going for animation more than toy. Okay, so Firewall says, I gotta say, Bruticus looks so much better than Devastator. I may push back on that in a second, because I have Devastator sitting right beside me. We'll check that out. We may debate that one. Okay. And then we got this extra piece right here, which I don't. And then we got this extra piece, and this was someone's grill. I think this was Onslaught's grill. It was right. Yeah, we just took that off. So it's been nice to have some place to put these extra pieces. I'm going to have to get a baggie for them, which I can't. It's fine. It just would, I guess it would have been cool if they were able to incorporate everything into Bruticus. And then we got this joint, extra joint right there, because those already in Vortex. His nose cannon was actually a shoulder joint. Okay, so here's Bruticus. We'll lay him right here for a sec. Or lay him for a second. Then we'll switch camera angles. There's Bruticus. Actually, we're gonna have to switch camera angles. And here is Devastator. So let's go ahead. Yeah, leftover pieces. Yeah, I'll show them in just a sec. Give me a sec. All right, let me sort some stuff out real quick. Okay, so here's these two. We're gonna move these over here. against the wall, and then we'll show the extra pieces, and then we'll start doing some size comparison stuff. Let me make sure these are standing good. All right. You know what? They both look really good. Ah, man. Okay, hold on. One thing at a time. Okay, let's zoom in. Can I zoom in? Zoom in tighter. Zoom in tighter. All right. So this piece is a leftover piece. Who was that from? Let me see. Let me get the instructions out and see who that was from. Okay, that one. Okay, so this piece from Swindle is left over, and it was covered up by a plate kind of on an accessory piece. So I can't put this back on because the plug for that was used for something else. This is from Brawl. It's kind of the same deal. The peg, the hole this was in is used for something for the for a plate. Okay. This is from Onslaught. So it was replaced by the kind of a larger back piece. But these barrels are kind of shaped a little different on Bruticus. As you can see. So you can see how this back plate replaced this. But the barrels aren't as detailed as they are on the smaller version. And then we've got kind of the grill for Swindle, which doesn't fit anywhere. I think this should be on the toe of Bruticus, but I think if they're going for a more animation accurate, then I guess that's why they wouldn't use this. Then this is the grill from Onslaught, which we had to take off to plug in the waist. And then, so those were not in the kit. Those were the figures. And then with the kit, we have an open palm. And we just have an extra elbow joint. You say that, but there's no, he's clean. There's no holes. There's no extra holes. I mean, I guess there's some on the back here. I guess we could plug Brawl's gun into here, I guess. I mean, it's kind of loose. It's a little loose. Let's see, this was for Swindles. I guess it could go back here too. So I guess you're kind of right. These could go here in the back. Like that. And you know what? I think that's not a bad idea. I think I'll do that. This sticks out a little bit on Swindle. It's not horrible. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, the toy had the grill showing. But I think they're doing, so there's no more holes left for the grill. There's nothing really to plug this in. So the two grills, there's really nowhere to plug those in. So those are going to have to go in a baggie. I'm looking just in case. I mean, there's these pegs on the, yeah. No. So I can not, it doesn't have a, unless this fits in here, which it doesn't, it's too loose. There's no peg for him to There's no peg for him to hold this. Now, and it won't fit on this. So there's no peg that fits this. And okay, a minor gripe, just a minor gripe, not that big a deal, but the barrel has no hole in it, like Devastator's did for a blast effect. So nothing for a blast effect on him. So I mean, it would have been nice because I do have, like, I have this. I could. It'd been nice to use this or any other blast effect. So no blast effect compatibility there. So he's just gonna have to go Bruticus, full brute. Maybe, I mean, maybe Bruticus was meant to be just do fist. So yeah, so now we're down to, if we put those guns on the, if we leave those guns on the back, we're down to like these pieces right here, which is fine. I'll put them in a baggie. I don't know. I may not put these on because it looks, I don't know, if you fill in a hole, they do fill in that hole. I can't, I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth on which one looks cleaner. They're both clean for different reasons. So let me adjust the camera and let's do a kind of a standing side by side of Devastator and Bruticus. We'll need to back it up a little bit. Tighten up my arm here. Hopefully I don't knock the camera too much doing stuff. Let me see if I can get this just a little bit up more. Okay. I think that's what we're gonna get. All right, so there's Devastator, there's Bruticus, and this is Action Class Soundwave. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just take off this blast effect off of him. And so I like some of the detail, some of the print work that was done on Devastator. A little better than I like some. I feel like there's more of that than what they put on Bruticus. At least I like how they got on the legs, but they did put a little bit more work in the chest plate on Bruticus there. I think they're both really good. And I think canonically, Bruticus was slightly taller than Devastator. So I think that's good. We got two Devastator heads. We only got one Bruticus head, which is fine because Bruticus doesn't have the ability to smile. I say Bruticus looks, I think Firewall, you said he looks more solid, and I think he should look more solid. I think Bruticus is more of a tank the Devastator is. Devastator's like a bowling ball, kind of. I do like the shoulders on Devastator better than how the shoulders are showing on Bruticus. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Devastator's definitely lankier, more lanky than Bruticus. This chest plate, way I'm looking at, kind of sticks out just a little further than it does there. So, character-wise, my favorite is Bruticus. But man, I really like this Devastator still. I think I like the Blokees Devastator a little better. But they're both really good. That's not to say that I don't like this one. I think they're both really good. I can't wait to get another combiner. So here is a Galaxy class Trypticon. So they're about twice as tall as he is. They did do good on. I think this is a great animation, Bruticus. I think it's really good. Here is Defender Optimus Prime. So the scale really works. And then here is Defender class Optimus Prime vehicle. So I think the scale with the Defender scale is really good with these. You have anything else you want me to compare it to size-wise, Firewall, while we're on here? Otherwise, we might move on to another quick build. Let's see. Let's see what I gotta have handy. We got Elmo. A Starscream of some kind. Or we talk about... I don't have a Blokees Starscream handy. No, I can't do that. I'll have to dig way too... I mean, I could do a... Best I could do is Studio Series Starscream, which he's about the same size. Okay, let's test that out. The open palm thing. Let's see. Put this aside for a sec. Yeah, when I meant I was thinking more of a size comparison thing. Firewall, not like specific characters. Let's see. Okay, so yes, you are right. He does have a peg in here. So let's play with that now. So it is for his right hand only. Now that you mentioned that, I might go ahead and switch this gun. Maybe he's going to shoot left-handed. All right, so yeah, there's a peg. So I didn't know about this feature. Thanks for bringing it up. Okay, so... Well, now hold on. So it has a peg. But where does that peg plug into? Because I don't... There's nothing on, at least on Prime's feet. Hold on a minute. Its open palm has a peg to plug into the backs. Okay. That's okay. Okay, so let's we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll make him kind of like as if he's kind of we'll this arm is gonna go here. I'm gonna try to pose this. Something like that. I think it needs. You're right. Yeah, I plugged right in, so there's no. I can shake it, and the prime's not. The figure's not going to move anywhere. That's cool. Don't remember Devastator having anything like that. I'd have to go back and check. That's cool. So let's go ahead and put this back. There on this Optimus, there's no empty parts on his feet. If you're talking about the bottom of the feet, it's pretty clean under there. Now, if I took the foot off, but I don't think that makes any sense. Here, let's do this. Oops, and I think that did that just fall off? Yeah, something just fell off of Swindle's gun or Brawl's gun. Let me make sure I'll put that back on. Ugh. Your toes you're talking about right here. Let me see. Let's try it. Yeah, a little bit. Let's see. Here, I'm going to take the hand off and see if... Okay. Yeah, it's pretty grippy. Let's see what that looks like. Now I don't know if it's the smartest thing Bruticus could ever do. But yeah, that works. I guess there wasn't obvious. There was kind of an empty space there. It just wasn't obviously a hole. It wasn't shaped like a hole, but yeah, that works. All right. All right, so you know what? We can do an articulation real quick. There's his arm bend. And of course, it can spin all the way around. Straighten out. It could, yeah. He'd do Starscream, definitely. Yes. I should have pulled out a Defender Starscream. It is buried right now. I know it's buried. I should have, hold on. How many? Ooh, hold on. I have an extra Starscream. Hold on. I lied to you. I forgot I have 2 Starscreams. Okay, let's do articulation real quick. Then we'll do the Starscream. Head goes up and down like this. Here. Head can spin all the way around. No ab crunch. Waist spins all the way around. Got this. I don't know. You know what? This gun on Brawl keeps on coming apart. I'm going to take it off the leg. And I'm going to take this one off too because... Okay. Knee bend is pretty good. Okay. So this is his kick kind of up. It doesn't go at quite at a 90 because of blocking this, and this does not move. Oh, hold on, it does. Never mind. It does move up like that. So yes, we could get that high on the knee. Or to kick up. That's pretty good. And there's our ankle movement. Or for the toe on him. Now, for some reason... Okay, I got... My swindle toe is a little stiff. And then we can go side by side here. And we can do a ankle tilt right there. So that's pretty good. Let's go ahead. And yes, let's get my extra Starscream because I have a double and I forgot I had a double Defender Starscream. So we'll put him in the palm where he belongs. I wish he could face away from Bruticus and not towards Bruticus necessarily. But there we go. And there is Bruticus with his creator. Whoops. Okay, on to Jurassic. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so we're finished with. Let's go ahead and just finish with Bruticus. We're done with Bruticus. It's a good figure. I like it. I still give Devastator a little bit of the edge, but it does have a lot of good things about them. They're both really good and worth getting. So that is my official take on it. They're both really good figures. I like Bruticus better as a character. I think I still really like the Devastator as a figure just a little bit more. And I still like the Constructicon vehicles as individual vehicles from that set more than I like the Combaticon vehicles. Okay, so on the subject of Jurassic Park Series 2, so I have a full case. I found a full case at my local Walmart. And there were 3 cases. One case had an egg missing, and then there were 2 full cases. The problem is they were all open cases. So I bought them. I bought the full case as it was on the shelf. I bought the one that was in the back and on the bottom of on the shelf. So the one farthest away from where someone was going to mess with it. So cross our fingers that no one had been, switching eggs around and everything. And I'm gonna adjust my camera real quick while we're talking about that. So that is the fear is that it's gotten messed with, but I don't think that's the case, or maybe I'm just hoping it's not the case. Here's the thing. I live in a community where I don't know if there's a lot of people rushing to kind of mess with things like that. When I went back today, the two cases that were remaining, they were messed with. There were eggs missing from both cases. So I'm hoping I got there as they put them out on the shelf. Yeah, I'm with you, Firewall. I don't think anybody would mess with them. So hopefully we're good. Now, also there at the same time was Galaxy Class, Transformers Galaxy Class Series 7. Same situation. It was open case. Everything was there, but it was in the back, and there were a couple of cases on top of it. So that's the one I chose. And we're going to hope whenever we open that or open those boxes that those are have not been messed with. Now, when I went back today, all the Galaxy Class 7 were gone. They only had Galaxy Class 6 left. So I think I got there. I'm hoping I got there at a good time. I was able to pick up the Jurassic Park 2, the Galaxy Class 7. Yeah, they could have checked them out. But again, on the Jurassic Park one, it was behind the other case, and then there was a case on top of it. So we have a case here. My case was here, and then there's another case on top of that. So that's why I'm kind of hoping that it just maybe just kind of it's been untouched. And then the other thing they had that I haven't bought yet is they had Champion Class for Captain America, Thor, Wolverine, and Iron Man. And when I went back this morning, all the Iron Mans were gone, which is the one I wanted, of course. But so we're doing pretty good far as my local Walmart goes in getting stuff. It's just probably getting there before other people get together. I suspect I'm the only hardcore collector in my area. There's a great chance that that's the case. I kind of live in a kind of lower middle class area, so here's hoping. All right, so you want to build something else, Firewall? You want me to show you what I have to build? I'm going to do it anyway. The other thing I picked up at the con, one of the other things I picked up at the con, same vendor that I got the Bruticus thing from, the accessory kit was, I got this. I know you were interested, Firewall, you were interested in the vehicles. And while I still don't really plan on getting the blind box ones, I have been wanting to kind of get this one. This is Optimus Prime with the trailer. He had it at a price that I was willing to accept, which we'll show you in a second. So in the front, we got art for Optimus Prime. We got CT01. We got art with Optimus Prime's face. We've got Solidex, which I don't know what that means. We've got Blokees wheels. We've got genuine license. We've got the Blokees logo. We got all the parts that are in here on the bottom of the box with words we don't care about. We got art on the side with some lore on Optimus Prime. Here's the lore. Well, if I can get it focused. Which I can't. Hold on. There's the lore. Come back later on this video, freeze this frame, and you can read it all. On the other side, we have logo and Blokees wheels, and that I paid $12, which is the retail price. Okay, Solidex is the die-cast-like material. Okay, sounds good. That sounds good. So this has been in my backpack during the con. So this damage was caused by me carrying it around in a backpack, not by the vendor. That's on me. Oh, and here on this other side, we got some artwork, different posing, and then some different views of Prime. So let's get it open. We've got a bag. We've got another bag, two big bags. We have got this foam right here. Let's see what's in. This is kind of a styrofoam baggie. It has a piece in it, a shiny piece. So we'll put that off to the side. Looks like the back of his trailer door. Here's some instructions here, it looks like. Got art on the front. It's got some stats on here for his HP, his attack, his speed, his intelligence, and they're all maxed out. So maybe this is the strongest of these cars. New age magnetic compound. Okay. I've heard people call it die-cast, but we'll see. I have some Hot Wheels, so we'll see how it feels against the Hot Wheel. Okay, so there's that. Combination of metal and... So Firewall says, I heard Solidex is a combination of metal and a very high density plastic. That's interesting. Okay, so another styrofoam baggie. So it's nice that there are these kind of soft baggies that kind of protect the paint job. This is plastic. This is plastic. This is plastic. And also plastic. So we've got these trailer pieces out. And we'll start opening these baggies. Okay. You say it just feels like die cast? Oh. Piece just rolled off. We'll see if I can find that. I better be able to find it. Okay. Looked like one of his hubcaps rolled off. We'll keep this bag handy. Try to be a little bit more careful on this bag. There's a lot of pieces here. I was wondering if this is going to be quick or... Haha. The cab is Solidex. Well, here it is. The cab is actually in a plastic baggie inside the baggie. Of course, I can't feel it right now, but we'll get to it. We're going to put that aside, and I'll let you know how I think it feels. Let me find. Okay, there's that wheel cap. So Got interesting proposition. Hold on a second. Let me grab something. All right. So I have a couple of Hot Wheels here. I have this one, which we could compare it to. It's open. This was an extra Hot Wheel I had because I bought 2 of them. Because this one came in a damaged package, but it was the first one I found, so I went ahead and opened the package. I also found at that same con, this Hot Wheel. It's not a perfect package, but it's still really good. It's a little rough on the bottom here, but it's not so bad that I think I want to keep this in box. I don't think I want to open this for a comparison for this stream. I don't think I'm ready for that. Maybe someday if I find, oh, there's a crease right there. If I find a better one, maybe I'll open this one. This one they sold to me for $4. It is going for higher when it's in a great package. I saw some other vendors with better cards selling it for $15. I'm not ready to open this yet, but I am showing it to you. We might do, well, we'll do a size comparison with this in box. All right, wow, there's a lot of pieces. Let's get going. All right. We'll kind of get a lay of the land here. Let us start. I'm going to start with the easy part first. We're going to do the trailer. So I got this long bottom piece of the trailer. This is the top. And all we have to do is snap the door into right here. Like that. Then we get to do pretty much the same thing to this right here. Just snap all the hinges into place. Whoops, this is the wrong one. Wrong side. Got mixed up. Already. Okay. Luckily, it does come apart enough. There's enough give that you can take it off, it looks like. I broke no pegs fixing it. Let's snap all these hinges together. All right. So you need to close this first, and then you can close the back. So that is most of the cab right there, or most of the trailer, except for when we flip it back here. Let me find some pieces for this. Looks like maybe this. Where's that inside? Let me see. I might deal with that a little bit. Oh, okay, so there is supposed to be a kickstand in here for it. Here it is. Here's the kickstand. And it's going to fit right here. I think. Come on. Okay, there it goes. So there's the kickstand for the trailer. And So, about the packaging. Well, you know what? Some Hot Wheel collectors also like to keep them in card. You know, that's a lot of stuff. You know, with America being a gluttonous country, you know, sometimes we like to keep things. We'll collect in package. On some of the Hot Wheels, I do like some of the art on the package. So, and they're so small anyway, they don't take up a lot of space. And another reason I like keeping Hot Wheels in package sometimes, I don't collect a whole bunch of Hot Wheels. Very selective on the Hot Wheels I get. Because I don't want to get too into the weeds on something. And also, Hot Wheel collecting in my area is insane. We're talking about men going into the stores early in the morning to go through all the shelves to find something. So, I mean, I kind of like keeping them packaged because it's a good display. It's a good way for me to display them, and they don't roll around everywhere. So, that's kind of where I am at with them. There are a few of them I do take out of the package. But there's some I don't. Let me see. Yeah, you know, I mean, in package is kind of always just people kind of really always like that. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so I got this. And I think this goes on to here. Like this. Okay, so I'm going to snap that onto here. Didn't really snap on, but it is on good. And then I'm going to take this. Oh, no, it's upside down. That's why. Let's see if I can get it off. Okay. Okay, now it's on good. Okay, so I got this. And this is going to go... It's going to pop this peg into this hole. I believe. So this will be kind of like a stabilization thing besides the kickstand. I don't understand why we got two things here to stabilize the trailer. Okay, where's the other piece that goes on the end of this one? Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's go on here like that. And then we'll plug that in there. And it'll be like that. And then we also, for some reason, have this kickstand. It's kind of weird, actually. I don't think these are necessary, but is what it is. Okay, so now we can do the wheels. So I believe that's this piece. And we need to put, yeah, it's this piece. And we're going to put some wheels onto this. I believe we're going to have to make some wheels, maybe. So I got some hubcaps. And then we got these little plastic wheels. So I'm just going to plug this onto this, I believe. Maybe. Well, let me see how these wheels go. Okay, so two of these, maybe, or they're different sizes. Hold on. Or actually, hold on. We're gonna do a lot of hold on here. Okay, so here's a wheel, and then this. Okay, this fits into here. Okay, there we go. And then this will go onto here. Got another one. Oh, I see. Hold on. This goes on the other side of this. Okay. And then this goes here. So I need to take this wheel off. kind of like a dually. All right. So put that there. And then we put this in. Oh, it's two sets of wheels, does it? Interesting. I think this is for the back, definitely, though. I think I see what you're saying. I think I got the right ones for the back, though. Maybe the thicker ones are for roller? Let's see. Well, we'll see. Should be able to pop them off and correct them if I need to. Let me see. Okay, so looks like there's a combination of dualies for the front and then thick ones for the so the thick ones go on the very front of Optimus Prime, and then it's got four of the double ones on the back there. I'm kind of not sure. I think okay, so I got this back correct. I think that these are double wheels on this. It looks like that is correct. Now what roller has, I don't know. We'll get to roller when we get to roller. Okay, so that's this, and then it needs, I think it needs a bumper on it, or not a bumper. That would be the, well, yeah, it'd be a rear bumper, which I need to find. I think that's this. Must be this. Okay. Okay, that's going to go here. Plug that in there. And is there anything else? I think that's it. I believe so. This is going to pop on. There's two pegs and a hole here. So we're just going to match everything up. All right. And that's that. I didn't put the hubcaps on though, did I? Just put those on real quick. So some of the wheels spin pretty freely, some of them don't. I really do not like this. These are probably going to come off because it looks like they're going to prevent it from rolling really well. I don't see the point of those so far. Okay, so I think I got this done so far, except for the interior stuff we're going to put in a little bit. And we are going to do, let's do the combat deck next, I think. So it looks like, where's it? Oh, auto launcher, okay. So I think what we do is we got, unless we want to do roller next. I want to do roller next. Okay. So we got this. And we got this. It looks like this will go this way. Oh, okay. Okay, so we'll take this off actually first. We're gonna pre-assemble them. Okay, so this will go into here, and then we'll put another one in. Then we'll plug all these into the bottom of roller, or hit this. You talk about these? Yeah, I know I can rotate them like this. I just don't see the point since I have this kickstand right here. This seems to do what this does, and is actually more. It's what the original Prime has, and these are like kind of low to the bottom of these wheels. That's why I don't like these. They're easy to come off. They're just gonna pop right off, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna pop these off, but yeah, right now I'm not a fan. And honestly, it stands up better. I'm looking at it off. This stands up better with this kickstand than it does with these. Maybe, I don't know, maybe just something that's supposed to look cool, I guess, maybe. What did I do? Okay, so I got this. And then he needs, okay, so he gets some big wheels. So we're gonna put those on. Whoops. You made like this. Okay, so this. And then this one. Nope, he doesn't. He has this piece right here that goes on. So this will plug into the wheel, and then this will plug into this piece right here, like that. And then we're going to do that for 6 times. And that. Number 4. This one, there we go. Let's see. That. I do like that a lot of these parts are shiny. They're metallic colored. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, hold on. Let me finish with roller here real quick. Then I'll deal with that cab a little bit. Or deal with that trailer. Why isn't this one fitting on? Come on, buddy. Wow, that one does not want to stay on for some reason. All right. Well, we'll see. Okay. All right. And is that it for roller? I think that's it for roller. So that's roller. And of course, he should be able to plug into the trailer here. Like that. Because when Prime doesn't pull the trailer, roller does. They didn't look like they're keyed. It's just a regular peg. And he also has the issue where some wheels roll better than other wheels, it looks like. Okay, so I'll put roller aside for a second. So let's address this. So I guess, yeah, okay, so yeah, you can rotate this. Yeah, you're right. And then it's not as, yeah, it doesn't sit as low. So that's good. Maybe I'll keep them on. We'll see. I still don't think they're necessary. They feel like extra. Okay, so I got that. What else do we have? Okay, so put roller aside. And let's start building. I think I want to build the cab next because, let me think. Well, here's this. Okay, this is part of the auto launcher. And actually, this is okay, so here's the windshield. Okay, I guess we're getting into the auto launcher then. Here's the... No, this doesn't want to go in well. Okay, so I think I'm going to put this here and then see if I can press it in. Okay, there we go. Yeah, see, got a little bit of bend on that, a little bit of stress there trying to get that on. So it goes up and down. Which I don't know if the toy ever did that. But this one does. Oh, and actually something else is supposed to go in there, right? Maybe I missed something. What's this? Let me see. I may have missed a piece. We may go back for that. See if I can figure out what that was. Oh, it looks like it's some sort of... I don't see it, though. Okay, so this is a piece we need. I think this is the other piece we need. Let's scoot this off. Oh, here's some other pieces. I don't know, random pieces. I'm actually thinking I'm going to come back to this one. This one looks a little weird. All right, let's get back to that. Let's go to the cab. Okay, so it looks like this is the main part of the cab. Oh, there's a guy in it? Okay. Let's see. Okay, this goes here. It just plugs in the 2 pegs in the back. And then I feel like some of these directions are a little all over the place. So this has Oh, I see. I see. Okay. So this is going to plug into here. And this is going to plug into here. I think these pegs are supposed to be up. We may have to flip them though, if I'm wrong. I think they're supposed to be up. And then there's a bumper or some kind of bumperish kind of thing in the back here. Okay. So, yeah, it was probably this auto launcher maybe that was supposed to man. I think this goes here. Maybe. I guess it goes there because unless I got this backwards. I think I got that backwards. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these on. I think actually that one. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. Okay, I think this goes here. This goes here, but this needs to be flipped. So for that, then we've got the thick wheels go here. I need another thick wheel. Oh, it's over here. So thick wheels go in the front of the cab. And then the dual wheels go on the back towards the rear of the cab. And they will all get hubcaps. I don't know. I don't know. Have as a community managed to figure out what the name of the bot in Optimus. Are you talking about Roller? Or because this one's Roller, right? Is he considered a bot? Or are you talking about whoever's manning the? I need another wheel. Right? I do need another wheel. Where's the wheel at? Yeah. I need a wheel. I got this. Oh, this is what I was looking for earlier for him, I think. Okay. Did I drop it earlier and not know I dropped it. Hold on. Looking under the desk. Don't see it under the desk. Check the baggies. Found it. Found it with the baggie. So that's the thing about the repair. See, I think the answer is it's a repair machine or it's a weapon. I think it just depends on what they feel like it is, kind of. This one calls it an auto launcher, but yeah, I've heard it be referred to as a repair thing too. Put all the hubcaps on. So the answer is yes. It's a repair thing or a weapon. I believe that's the answer. Okay. I think that's all of that part at the moment. And then we need to start putting stuff on top of it. Like this, which we assembled just a second ago. It's going to go right here. And then we're going to put the grill on. Oh, kit gives you 2 options before you build the cab. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the smokestacks versus the... Yeah, you know what? I think it's smokestacks versus the fin, and we're gonna go with the smokestacks. Yeah, we're gonna do the G1 version. In fact, when we gotta look at this, we gotta look at something on the cab too. Okay, let me think. Okay, so I think we got everything on here. So I think it is time to look at that cab. I think. Oh, we got to put these on. Right here. Now, yeah, we're going to do, yeah, smokestack's the way to go. All right, we're opening up the cab. So, it feels the same. It feels very similar to this Hot Wheel. But if you look inside here, this gray, so you can tell it's painted red. And the gray in here is not metallic. Like it's not metal. It does not look metal. It does look plastic. It's a very dull gray. Yeah, this is a little bit more than I thought it was going to be, but that's fine. It's been a long time since I've streamed, so I think I owe you a little bit, right? So it feels metal, but it looks plastic if you're looking at the unpainted parts of this. So here, I'm just glad I didn't say I was going to build the third thing I bought from the MegaCon, because we do have one more thing. The problem, so last week I was still traveling from that. That was a 20-hour drive to get to Florida from where I live. So I was about 4 hours late to stream last Monday, and it was getting close to bedtime, and I was tired anyway. So, all right, so I put the smokestacks on, and then we're gonna slide that on, and it goes on pretty good. It's covered up nice. That little slot for the smokestacks covered up nice. This does come off easy if you want to switch them. So you do want to be careful if messing around with this. That this now hold. Okay, so here's what sucks just a little bit. We do have this little imperfection right on top here. And I don't know if that's just my copy of it or if that's going to be on all of them. So just be aware that there could be something there. I'm not going to chance trying to sand it down and paint it. I don't think it's going to be worth the hassle trying to match the red. But yeah, so you can do this pretty good. Lift the cab and do that, yeah. And then this will come off easy. Should come off fairly easy. And then you can put a driver in if you get one from the these sets. The two sets. Actually, you'll probably get a driver if you buy Series 1 and Series 2. You should have two drivers probably. So you can just put those in here. And since that's translucent, yeah, maybe you'll see them, maybe you won't. I don't know if they'll be super easy to see in the cab, because aren't they blue? Aren't they blue too? I'm not sure. Okay, so got that, and we can go ahead. And where's the? Okay, so do I need to put something else on for the trailer? Oh yeah, this needs to go on there. Sorry, this right here. Just plug this in. Actually, okay. I may have to take this cab off first and then do it. Let me see. Maybe not. There we go. I got it worked in. Okay, so that's on there. And that's for the trailer hitch, which is pretty far back, but at least you got a lot of movement here. It's a little further back than I'd say should be. But is what it is. It's quite a gap, but it does do maximum. You can do his maximum turns though. Yeah, I think I got unlucky on this spot right here. I think you're right. But hey, I guess it is what it is. I got unlucky on the classic Prime a couple weeks ago too. So. All right. We're gonna try to put this together. I think. Oh, okay. So this piece goes on this ball joint right here. And actually, I think there should be another one then. But I don't see that. Maybe I need to go look at the bags again for this piece. Unless it only has one. It may only have one. I see what's going on. It only has one. Okay, so I think that goes there. Maybe? No. It's this. Okay, so this goes here. Okay, I see. I see. This one has an arm on it. And then I think this is supposed to be kind of like a claw arm or something. So let's see, how does this go? Looks like this goes on the outside here. Like this. Okay. So there's that. Whoops, like that. And let's see. I think it's this piece right here. We need another silver piece. Where's our silver piece? Oh, for the love of all, let's see. Oh, okay, this is the spoiler. Okay, so I'll set that aside. Let's see. Oh, okay, I think I see what's going on here. Okay, so this is going to go on. It's going to go here. Like that. And then this is going to, I think, go like this. Okay, that makes sense. And then that collapses down. Okay, so just really squeeze this tight. Unless I got this backwards. I may have got this backwards. Hold on. Let me make sure. Nope, I didn't. Okay. Okay, so that folds out. That collapses really nicely here. And then we pop this into this. And then that will go like this, I think. And then this will go into cab, or I'm sorry, in the trailer. So let's open up the trailer again. Got the trailer. Oops. Put that down. Let's zoom out a little bit. And we've got two holes here, and then a peg, and we'll just match that to these two pegs down here and a hole. And there's that. And that's what he looks like in there. And then really Roller is just gonna kind of float around in here, I think. Now, I think, nope. Is that it with Roller? I feel like something should be going here. But there's nothing in the instructions for it. I really feel like there should be some sort of weapon there or something. In fact, hold on now. Hold on a second. We got Brawl's guns from Bruticus. They don't, it's too loose, it doesn't fit. That would have been cool. They don't fit. Okay. Here's the deal. Let me see. Hold on. So if I do the kickstand, it is stable without the supports. It's fine. It does really good. I still say they're extra. Oh, yes, yes, yes. You're right. Yes, yes. That is the trailer hole. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah. All right. So, that is that as far as the build goes. I like it. I'm not going to hate on this. I think it makes me a little bit more interested in the cars. I'm not going to rush to the store and buy the cars. But if we get slow sometime on the stream, like a stuff to open, maybe instead of doing some classic Transformers, we do, maybe I'd be open to doing the cars. Let's flip that up, put it back on here. Oh, let's put roller in. Put back roller into here. So, okay. So I like this. I think the trailer looks really good. I think the only thing I don't like about it, and here's my another gripe. Maybe this is an IDW comic thing. I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of these white stripes here. It's fine. It's not horrible. I wish they weren't there. I'd rather not have them there. But just because I like G1, because I'm old and gripey and cranky and crap, I'd rather they not be there, but they're there. It looks good still. You want to see how the cab scales with Galaxy Optimus? We can do that. I can do that. Let me adjust the camera, okay? We can do that. I have an Optimus around here. I'm pretty sure. I think we're gonna have Series 8 Optimus, but it's a Galaxy Optimus. Oh, let me adjust the camera real quick, because we'll scale him with a couple of thingies. Okay. So there's him with my little Captain Kirk Hot Wheel, which is not really a regular Hot Wheel so much, but I might have a regular Hot Wheel floating around, a loose one. You know what I do? Hold on a sec. Here's a couple loose Hot Wheels I have. They're just random Hot Wheels I've kind of picked up just because, like sometimes on Target we'll have like a deal where, say they say spend $15 or spend $25 to get $5 off, and the thing I'll want is like, let's say $24.99. Hot Wheels, if I can find a Hot Wheel that's $1, that's kind of cool, I'll just buy that and get $4 off a free Hot Wheel. So this is what it looks like with the Hot Wheels, which scales really good with the Hot Wheels. Don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. Hot Wheels should be the same scale. Here he is with the Defenders class Optimus Prime. And let me grab that Galaxy Optimus Prime. Here's Galaxy class Optimus Prime. So let's go through this with the Galaxy class real quick. The width is pretty dang close, actually. So we may be able to kind of call Galaxy. Maybe we should call Galaxy 1/64th scale. Is that what we are? I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, I wouldn't smash my Hot Wheels together. Well, you know what? The cheap ones, yeah, I'd give those to kids and have them smashed together. See, Hot Wheels makes Hot Wheels for kids, priced for kids, and then they got some that are priced for collectors. Da, da, da. Here. I think I know what you're saying. I think I know what you want me to do. This is Optimus Prime's torso only. Now, well, here, we can do that. So yeah, here he is. I think it's really close. It's pretty good. It's a good display for him. If you did, especially if you didn't have these stripes, they pair well together. Blues are a little different on this one. My Galaxy version 1 is hard to get to right now. It might work better with that one. Oh, you know what? We talked about Bruticus's head earlier, didn't we? Oh boy, that's hard to get off. There we go. There's Optimus Prime with Bruticus's head. It's a little big. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you would assume that this Optimus Prime is this Optimus Prime. So that means that. So I feel good about displaying these Transformers, these Galaxy class with Hot Wheels, actually. If you wanted to do that kind of diorama kind of scene. Okay, what else? Oh, yeah. So here he is with, now he is a little bigger. Not that much bigger. A little bit bigger than my Hot Wheels Optimus Prime. I think this one fits better. I think this fits better with this. This does seem a little smaller than this, so, and you know, you've probably fudged with scales and stuff. I think this looks really good with the Hot Wheels and the Galaxy class. In fact, You know what I did not buy at that comic box? They had a Hot Wheels Bumblebee. Like now I kind of wish they had bought that one as well. I should have bought that because that would have looked good right beside him. I think it looked better, even better than the Defenders class Bumblebee. I'm wondering now that I think about it, if the other Defender class cars, if they, I think they're a little bigger than these Hot Wheels. Now, damn it, Firewall. Now I'm kind of wanting to buy a box just to see how they scale to these. We'll see. We'll see. That's interesting. Yeah. The problem with I think the G1 Bumblebee alt mode is it is literally a Volkswagen. So I think it's a licensing issue probably. That they just don't want to get sued. Volkswagen's a pretty global corporation, I think. So they probably have a lot of copyrights now worldwide on their brand. Because that's been the big issue with the Bumblebee. Yeah. So if they could reasonably get a Volkswagen, but even Hasbro really doesn't do that. Yeah, we gotta get some Autobot combiners. Computron would be interesting, I think. Defensor would be good too. I'm not really looking for a Superion right now. But yeah, Computron Defensor would be cool. All right. So that has been our kind of extra long stream. I think we did a lot of good with the Defensor. Or I'm sorry, the Bruticus and the Optimus Prime trailer. Yeah. Yeah, you want me to go broke, don't you? Firewall. What here's the ironic part, Firewall. I'll go broke getting these things, and then I won't have enough money for internet service to upload these video or to do these live streams. VW licensed, yeah. Superion was kind of the only other. So that's kind of the three main combiners, right? Superion, Computron, Defensor. Those are, as far as Autobots go. I don't know. I mean, there's the Dinobots, and then the was the female combiner. I don't know if we're gonna get those. Wi-Fi from McDonald's. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if we want to get interrupted by the people who go to McDonald's around here. Alrighty, so Optimus Maximus. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Okay, was that like Optimus Prime? Yeah, I remember. Like Blue Streak and some of the other cars. All right, so I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. Had a lot of fun and appreciate you, Firewall, for being here. Anyone else tuning in, looking at this afterwards, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things that get me some more subscribers or whatever. Not that I'm a professional YouTuber. It's a hobby, but hey, it's good on my ego. I don't know. they probably don't have as good internet as I do. McDonald's doesn't have as good internet as I do. I have some pretty good. I have pretty decent internet. All right, so that's our Bruticus. That's our Optimus Prime we built tonight. Everything else is gravy. I appreciate you, Firewall. I appreciate everybody else who's watching this. Likes, comments, shares, subscribes. Does all the things. So, until next time, have fun.